What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brennan. I'm BMNX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We have a small hobby news for Star Wars Legion. We're not really talking about anything new here. We're just going over, again, what happened this year, what we got this year, and what we have to look forward to in the next year. The last update we had was November 15th from Mini Stravaganza and the previews from next year. And we just wanted to kind of go through what has been going on with Star Wars Legion. So we have gotten so much good support. We have the new starter sets for both, Galactic Republic, Separatist Alliance, Empire, and Rebellion, and so much more. And we're just going to get into it right now and do a quick overview of what we've had happen in 2025 and what we're looking forward to in 2026. And hey, if you enjoy this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. All right, and I can actually say all my stuff is coming now. Finally, the store is set up with Asmodee, and all my stuff is coming, so I will have all the stuff that I would have liked to do box openings for you guys, months ago when it came out. But unfortunately, to get the stuff, I had to deal with a lot of going different places, but I wanted to stay loyal to my local store and support them, especially as it transitioned from one owner to the other and things got a lot better. But everything had to be reset up, so we're buying them off of them because we want to see that store be around, because we want to be able to go down there and play some Legion on the tabletops, and that's how you create those spaces where you can play, by supporting your local store. So we've been waiting. We're going to be getting everything. We're going to be getting our customizable expansions for Rebellion, your agents, your Imperial agent, your Rebel agent, your customizable tactical droid, your customizable Jedi Knight. All that stuff's going to be coming here. We're going to get the Heroes of the Rebellion pack. We're going to get those starter sets. We're going to get the Grievous wheel bike, which I'm super excited for because it's the first big base commander we've ever had, which is hilarious. Is you put Grievous on a giant bike with guns, and he's just even more terrifying than he was before. But yeah, we're going to get all that kind of stuff. We're going to get the Clone Marksman, which we never really got a breakdown. Like, we never saw, so I'll definitely be doing a video on the box opening for the Clone Marksman, because they never really got a scene to stats. They did the Clone Infantry, but that was the reprint of the Clone expansion. We didn't get any of the old, because we got the starter sets. We didn't get any like the B2 battle droids, because we're going to get that in the starter set. And we got, of course, we're going to be getting the Vader Veers pack, so that'll be like our third Vader. Actually, no, fourth Vader, actually, really, because you got Operative Vader, the regular one from the original core set, the new one, and oh gosh, there's just so many Vaders. There's just so many Vaders now. I could have and we have our extra Vader that was going to be our pink Vader, which was a joke from back in the day with the Battlefront 2, and everyone was complaining that it was a casino on a digital casino. It was like, hey, well, you wouldn't want you wouldn't want a pink Vader, and everyone's like, yeah, we would love a pink Vader customization to make a pink Vader. We were basically complaining about the skins and stuff like that, and the EA exec said something dumb, and the fans were like, yeah, we would love that. So we always wanted to paint a pink Vader just for fun, because of that whole situation that happened years ago. But now we're going to have so many other Vaders, it's not even funny. But yeah, and Luke's too. But the resculpts are going to be really great. So they're going to be, I can't wait to get into that. There's so much other stuff, like there's so many other packs that are coming out. So really excited about that stuff too. And then we're going to get the new objective kits and stuff like that. So we're going to have a lot of this stuff. And I mean, if we go back here to the other pages here, we can see, Vader Veers, the customizable, and I can't wait to do the customizable stuff. So it's going to be really, really cool to see that happening. And then all the card packs, right? So I'm going to have all the card packs. So I don't have to do the print to play stuff. So that's going to be nice as well. And yeah, this is going to be really nice to get that stuff. I think the only thing I'm worried I'm going to be short on is because I have 2 ATSTs. I think you only get 1 card for the ATST in the Imperial pack and the Rebel pack. And then because I have the Rebel and the Imperial one, I can use them for either faction. So it'd be nice. It would have been nice to have like an extra of each, or at least an extra Imperial one, so I could run 2 ATSTs Imperial. Probably never going to happen, but you know, the option would be nice, especially if you're doing like Grand Army or something like that. But so yeah, that was a lot of stuff this year. I mean, like, started out really slow, and there was a big gap because they had some production issues. You know, we had the Ahsoka Tano was the first thing to get delayed, really, after you had your, you know, the initial expansions come out in like February. You know, you had the what is it called? Not the ARC Troopers, but the other guys. I'm trying to remember what they're even called now. But you had they're in the starter kit actually, so that's actually one thing. They're in the starter kit. You had the crab droids, you had the aqua droids, ARF troopers. You had the ARF troopers and the Outer Rim Battle Train, which was an awful expansion. Don't buy it. Don't even think about it. It's not worth it. It's not worth the money. I bought it so you don't have to. It was just awful. But then there was a big gap, and then you had the Ahsoka Tano Padawan Commander expansion that we finally got, and that was really cool. But it was delayed because of tariffs with the U.S. You know, they delayed the release date of that by a little bit, and we finally got that. And then we kind of moved on to, you know, the next thing, which was, you know, some of the reprints coming out, like, you know, some of this stuff coming out. And then, of course, you know, you had the speeder truck reprint in August, and then that kind of worked its way into September, where everything just started piling out. We were actually supposed to get, I think, this stuff a lot sooner, like Q3, but pretty much everything kind of got pushed like at the very end of Q3, Q4. For 2025, and we got, you know, September, we just got overloaded with packs, and the starter kits in October. The starter kits came out in September, the first set. October, we got a little bit of stuff, just some of the, you know, like the Vader Veers pack, things like the new objective tokens, or objective markers, and then we got, you know, all the old Republic, or the Republic and Separatists army stuff. We got the clone stuff in early November. And that kind of finished off the year, and they put out all that stuff and the wheel bikes and stuff like that. So that basically kind of finished out the year. And so we're pretty close. I think there's something missing from my list. I can't remember what exactly it is. I might not have the objective markers, but that's something I can wait on. But we're going to be having all this stuff here, like I said, real soon. So we'll do some box openings on the channel, and hopefully you guys will still enjoy that, even though it's kind of late, especially if you haven't bought some of the stuff yet. But we'll hopefully get that. And then, of course, we're going to be looking forward to all the stuff we learned about in Mini Extravaganza. We're going to be looking forward to next year, you know, the High Command pack with Grand Admiral Thrawn for the first time, and a new sculpt for Krennic, Tarkin, and the other guy that we don't necessarily care about as much because he's not as cool. But Tarkin's going to be interesting because Tarkin just like doesn't go out there and you know, actually like command on the battlefield. He's usually up in a ship somewhere, so it's going to be interesting. Probe droids for the first time is going to be pretty interesting. A lot of actually my paint schemes of my current like black metal droids, like the assassin or droids you got with Maul, or the little droid you got with Iden Verso, and there's a bunch of other ones. They all have the same kind of metallic black finish. I took inspiration from Sarastro's, not Legion, but that other Star Wars tabletop game that they had, which I can't remember. I can't remember what it was called right now, but he had another series, not Legion, but he used he did some probe droids in there, and I actually took my inspiration, or the inspiration from those probe droid painting videos to paint all my other robots of the same kind of black matte finish. So it'll actually be kind of nice to actually do some probe droids with that video as source material. So that's actually kind of cool. So probe droids coming. We're getting 2 more wheel bikes with a Magna Guard and a the BX Commando droid in them. So that's really cool. So more awesome wheel bikes with terrifyingly powerful droids in them. Who wants that? Of course, you're also going to have the Hondo expansion with the Weequay Pirates, which is going to be really, really cool. You're going to have Hondo, and he's got some pretty... my mood is based on profit. I just love that as one of his abilities. And so that's going to be cool, having Hondo and having like a new mercenary squad, because they've kind of left the Syndicate faction alone for a while. So having the Weequay Pirates is going to be cool, as well as having Hondo, and they get a bloody tank. I mean, who doesn't love another tank? So the speeder tank could be a really cool expansion. It's got the long oval base, which is always fun. You know, like we've only had that base a few times. I mean, you've got the tank, the Imperial tank, as well as the Separatist tank. Not tank, but it's like I don't know, it's got big tracks on it. I can't remember what it's called right now. But although I think that one might be longer than the regular oval base. But it's cool to have another oval base. It goes far. I mean, it doesn't matter from speed 1. You're crossing a lot of the board because your base is so long. So that's cool. Tauntauns with Luke and Han on them as commander and operative expansions. That to me is really cool. I mean, it's like you give Grievous a wheel bike that he can roll around and just run people over and slash them with lightsabers, which is already terrifying enough. But Tauntauns, which was something funny because Tauntauns, you wouldn't think they would be like the way they got slaughtered in the movie. You wouldn't think they'd be like such a great expansion. But when they brought out Tauntauns with the ability to ram and then like dodge and then run away and do like a charge attack, it was kind of like, oh, this is scary. This is really, really scary. So it was actually really cool. Now you got that ram ability on your Tauntauns with both a lightsaber guy and another guy that has a pretty good, independent aim and dodge one. Charge. It's actually funny that Luke has relentless and not charge, but Han has charge. That is actually kind of funny. But watch out for Tauntauns because they just got even more scary. And it's like, it's not even like a pack of them. It's just like one commander. I would like totally just like put Luke and then like a squad of Tauntauns behind him and just go and just scare my opponent. As well, we really have to look forward to new battle scenarios because when they went to this new version, they kind of cut out a lot of the cool stuff. They simplified, battle positions and all that stuff. And it was unfortunate because there was a lot of cool configurations. So now having the Battle Deck Card Pack 2 coming out is actually kind of cool. And we're going to get new scenario stuff, which is going to be nice. And then like the upgrade card pack as well, having certain upgrades for certain things like, Rex, Callus, and Kraken. That's actually kind of cool. It just seems like they got a lot of stuff on the horizon. Of course, one of my favorite is going to be the Jedi Council expansion. I mean, you're finally getting Mace Windu. We're getting Shakti, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and Plo Koon. Is just amazing. And I would, being able to paint a Plo Koon is going to be really fun. Of course, we're also getting the Leaders of the Separatist Alliance, which is a cool pack. We're getting another Grievous. So just like having like 5 Vaders, I'm going to have like 5 Grievouses because they just love painting more. They just love making more Grievouses. I'm going to have a second Asajj, which is, that's whatever. I mean, if she's a commander, because we have Operative Asajj. So if she's a commander, fine, cool. Give us another Asajj. Looking at her sculpt, she's exactly the same. They haven't changed the sculpt for this pack, which is kind of sad because she was already built in the new plastic. It's like, if you're going to give us a Commander Asajj or just give us another Asajj, just please change the sculpt. But I mean, like, you have to buy this pack in order to get Savage Press, in order to get Admiral Trench, which are new guys, and you're also getting a new Dooku, which actually has a new sculpt, which looks really cool. His kind of duelist style stance, which is how they made him, very much like a traditional duelist. But you're only getting 2 new guys, and you're not even getting new sculpts for everyone. Like Grievous, I don't know if he's going to be different than the one that we just got in the starter kit, and Asajj does not look different at all. So unless they change that, I at least hope that Asajj has like a commander card if they're going to put her in this set with the same sculpt. You're getting a Han Solo Chewie duo pack, which I don't really necessarily understand because we just got them in the Heroes of the Rebellion. But apparently it's young Han, so it's like hearkening to the days before they joined the Rebellion. So we'll see. You also got Jedi Bark Speeder, which is funny because when I look at this, it looks like a clone. It looks like a clone with a lightsaber, not a Jedi. But that's just off of like a first look. So making the Bark Speeder more terrifying is probably good because it's probably one of the least played expansions in the entire game. And that's why they did like, they're going to do like a Bark Speeder with both Obi-Wan and Anakin. That's probably a decent way to make this expansion see play, is make a super fast Jedi is probably good. And then of course we have like things like Imperial Mud Troopers, which look kind of cool. Wet Weather Stormtroopers. Where do they get these names from? Like Mud Troopers sounds like a decent expansion, like something you might see. But Wet Weather Stormtroopers, I don't know. You got Guerrilla Troopers, probably for Rebellion. Although they look like they have Stormtrooper armor on, so you have to wait and see. I'm not sure yet. And then like new battle forces and stuff like that is something that's going to be happening. And then it's funny because the 2027 they got the mural of like Rebels, so it's like, are we getting some Rebels stuff finally in 2027? Are we gonna get, Ezra or Hera or Kanan or Zeb or Chopper for all intents and purposes? I mean, gosh, if we got Chopper, can you imagine if R2-D2 was busted? Imagine what they would make Chopper. So potential for a lot of cool stuff coming, and I'm super excited about a lot of it. Definitely the Jedi Council, but it doesn't feel so overloaded like it did last year, so that's kind of nice. So we get some releases here and there, and probably won't be like too overly packed, but and there'll be smaller expansions as well. Things like this with these guys in them, or only 4 minis, 2 minis in that. So you have some bigger ones, but you're gonna have some smaller ones as well. So that's gonna be nice. So I'll have to wait for all this and see what happens. There's been no real news since November 15th, so we don't know what the lineup is like. We don't know when the releases are coming and what to expect. We probably won't see anything until January right now. Like, I don't see them putting out any news before the end of the year, but maybe I'm wrong, and I'll keep an eye on it in case we get anything. But as always, thank you guys for joining this video. Tell me what you guys think of 2025. Did you guys enjoy all the new stuff? Did you guys enjoy the new starter sets? Are you looking forward to when I actually am able to put up some box openings on the channel, or do you think it's kind of irrelevant at this point since the stuff has been out for a couple months? And hopefully we'll have our expansions more consistently, closer to, if not on release, closer to release in the future, now that the store's set up properly. But let me know about all this down below, and I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas as always. Looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.